Oh, hi there, my name's Joe Soap, but then you know that. You know me very well, in fact, even though at times you choose to ignore me. I am your son. Or your neighbor. Hello, get a life. Your friend. Or the cute guy at the bar. The pizza delivery guy. Truth is, it might even be you. My name is Joe Soap, and I need Jesus. I'm a 20-something post-apartheid South African. Sometimes I'm white, often black, and always coloured. I had a great education in what was an initially gang-free government Christian high school. No, really, it was Christian. We sang hymns and everything. I have a university degree, 2 years work experience in IT, and I'm unemployed because I just can't get up in the morning. I mean, I try. I really try, but I can't get up in the morning. Just give me one good reason to get up in the morning. You had to think about that, didn't you? You didn't really come up with anything, hey? That's because you probably don't know why you get up either. You get dressed in your fancy suit, rush off to a crap job that you can't stand, go home in the evening, fix yourself a drink, just to take the edge off. And then watch a TV program produced by the lowest bidder containing so-called entertainment that you'll later call a load of rubbish with no morals. Bored out of your mind, you drag yourself to bed, thinking there must be a reason behind all this. There must be meaning to this miserable life. And so you work harder, you get a better car and a bigger house and a hotter girlfriend. Or maybe a boyfriend. And so you drink more and party harder and smoke some dope and drop some E and well, there really isn't much else, is there? It's all a little empty, isn't it? And it's really lonely being cool. And then you look at your watch and 3 years have gone by and nothing's changed, nothing's gotten any better. Until you find out your ex-girlfriend's pregnant due to condom failure. And a new lease on life begins and you catch up with her in the hopes that this new life, this child will bring meaning to your life. And you love this child you've never met and you find your ex and you crumple down on her tummy to feel the love of an unborn child. Only for her to tell you she's had an abortion. Yes, because our human rights constitution that guarantees freedom for the oppressed and the upliftment of those who can't speak for themselves also gives you permission to tear apart a baby and with each rip the potential future, the potential hope of what could have been. Your ex looks down at you and says, how dare you? How dare you think you can love this child when you can't even look its mother in the eye? You lied to her at the bar. You had flowers delivered to her work. And you slept with her, got up, went to gym and you never called her. Ever. You don't know why. Just didn't. Desperate for consolation, you phone your mom. And instead of admitting self-inflicted pain, you turn the tables on her as if she still holds the key to your happiness. And you say, Mom, why didn't you love me? How could you hate me so much? She starts to tell you about your evil father who beat her and you say, rubbish. Dad would have ripped the world inside out for you, Mom. And she starts to cry at the other end of the line. She whispers, I know, my boy, but don't you understand how weird it is for a man to love a revolting woman like me? And the more he loved me, the more I despised him, the more I broke him down. And I broke him down until he became pathetic and I could take him out with the trash, until I was alone again, and I could find a younger man, a more confident man who would give me the abuse I'm addicted to. Her voice drifted away because you felt like playing PlayStation, because in Tekken you can kick ass and feel no pain. You like hitting things after talking to your folks, don't you? So you fight and you fight and you fight until you double up in pain at the constant disappointment, at the senselessness of everything, at the absolute emptiness of relationships. And this heartache for a love you've never known just becomes unbearable. Or maybe your story is different. Maybe you're sitting in a church somewhere watching this video thinking, no, this poor guy, life's got meaning and purpose. It's not supposed to be the way you describe it. I'm sorry, I can't hear your thoughts. How on earth am I supposed to hear your thoughts? Your hypocrisy is too loud and the walls of bigotry between us block out all your pathetic attempts to tell me what you're thinking. Tell me Christians are different because they love and I'll introduce you to my gay friend Mark. And he'll ask you if you can love him even though you disagree with his lifestyle. Tell me that I should be a Christian because Christians care and I'll introduce you to dozens of people who walked away from this church. Dozens of people whom you never greeted, never welcomed, never asked them how they were and waited for an answer. I'll give you the phone numbers of women who left this church after they got divorced, and they left this church because you didn't call. And if you did call, it was to tell them that God hates divorce. Tell me that the life of a Christian is easier and that God only gives good things to his children, and I'll show you the wake of devastation left behind by prosperity preachers in Africa, where families that can't afford to feed their kids are praying for a BMW. Tell me about Jesus and I'll tell you about Buddha and Muhammad and Mandela and Gandhi. They were also good men. Tell me about the church being a community and I'll show you the cliques within each local church of 100 denominations. Tell me life is supposed to be full of joy and I'll turn on CNN. Tell me this, tell me that. All you're going to do is push me further and further away with each word. And I'm going to be here, dying, literally dying, for you to stop talking and to start listening. Because even though my life is a mess, if you'd stop and listen to me, you'd realize that I don't want the drugs and the drink and the cars and the parties. I don't want easy or joyful or the answers to my millions of questions. The one thing I want that you have, the only thing I want, is purpose. If you listen to me, you'd find out I just want to know why I'm here. And once you've listened to me, I'd know you cared. And when you've cared, I'd feel your love. And once I've felt your love, but only once I've felt your love, will I ask you about Jesus. And then tell me about an awesome God who loves me so much, he sent his son to live and die and rise again for me, just to have a relationship with me. And I'll find meaning and purpose. And I'll have a reason to get out of bed in the morning. Please listen to me. My name is Joe Soap, and I need Jesus.